Hey everyone, it's Zara, and I'm back to fill my plan with me. This is using the Love Yourself kit from Shepherd Supply Co. And unfortunately, her shop is no longer open. And then I had gotten a lot of these pieces of kit in different ways. So I had gotten a grab bag with, the ones that have like the red marks on the top of them. I had gotten quite a few pieces in grab bags, and then I think I had gone back when her shop was still open and then gotten like the full boxes or, kind of some additional pieces of the kit because she used to sell them a la carte, just so I could make a full spread. And then I had also gotten the Hobonichi size kit in a grab bag as well. And so I had a lot to work with, and some of the pages were duplicates, but I had a lot to work with, and, I really enjoyed planning with it. And then since I had a lot to work with, I had, a lot of different options with headers. I mean, she had a bunch of headers, like word headers, bow headers, glitter headers. So in the end, I started off going with the bow headers, but then I decided I really liked the glitter headers because she has a really pretty glitter, or had a pretty glitter. And so I ended up going with those, and I love how that turned out. But anyways, so one side note, while I'm setting everything down, I just posted a plan with me. I've been editing and doing voiceovers and everything today because I'm trying to catch up, because obviously it is like mid-March and nearing the end of March, and I'm still planning the beginning of February. Well, then I totally realized I just posted a plan with me, and it's actually like for the week after this one, so didn't mean to have them out of order. It was unintentional, but I had already made it live and everything, so I'm like, well, it's just gonna be out of order. So if you watched my plan with me from a few days ago, this one is just the one that comes before it, chronologically. But this was a really fun week. This is the week, so two big things happened this week. So one, the Creating & Co. readathon was going on. It was, I think, the Enchantathon is what she called it, this one, and it was a lot of fun, and it was my first time actually actively participating in one of her readathons. Like, I've bought the kits before, I've wanted to do them before, and then it just, hasn't worked out with what was going on in my week or whatever, and so, this is the first time I actually did it. I was very successful. I read 4.5 books this week, and I still count it, I had 5 books that I had planned on reading, so I still count it as a very successful week. And so usually on my sidebar, I track what books I read, but then I realized it was the readathon, so I was like, well, I just wrote that it was a success for the readathon because I didn't really want to squeeze all of the books I read into that little box. But anyways, so I had that going on, and then I went to a conference over the weekend, and so just a lot of fun things going on. And that was part of the reason why I had so much time to read, is all the plane travel and, just kind of travel, hanging out, that kind of thing. So anyways, moving on to Monday. Monday I started off with a sticky note just to mark that down, that the readathon was beginning. And then I put down a stack of books from Exo Mama Plans to mark down that I did some reading. Then I went to work, and to mark that I used a pill icon from Planneresque. I do have a code for Planneresque if you're interested. It'll be down below. So then at work, one of the things I had to do was, one of the things I had planned was to basically go over medications with a patient, go over an entire med list, make sure everything was updated, current, nothing was out of place, and then also just checking on side effects and things like that, and seeing if anything could be attributed to any of the medications, or if there's anything that's duplicate, more or less. And the patient had said, yeah, we can do that. And then just
never answered her phone. I called her 6 times that day, because we had set up a date and a time, and she didn't answer. So, and she's this eye roll emoji, because I never reconnected with that patient. And so it's just kind of like, well, I mean, can't, obviously maybe she didn't want to do it anymore, but it was just weird. So anyways, I just put that down because I was like, it's kind of a waste of my time just because I had to get all of the paperwork prepared beforehand, and then to not actually get to execute it and, go through it with the patient was just kind of a bummer. So then I put down that we played Stardew Valley, and I used a laptop sticker from Paperbow Prints, and then I had like a little bit of extra space, and I was trying to figure out what to do with it, but I ended up just putting a "You Deserve It" header because I thought that was kind of fitting after my work and trying my best. So then moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday we did some more Stardew Valley in the morning, so I just used a little box sticker from the Hobonichi size kit, and I like those little boxes because they don't take up the full width of the Erin Condren, and so they just have a different effect when using them. And then I used a desk sticker from Pretty on Paper Co., which is no longer open. So then I had just a little checklist of errands we ran because this was my day off. And I have these shoe stickers from Exo Mama Plans to mark down that we went to the gym. And then moving down, I did some more reading. I did a lot of reading this day. I think I finished a book and got most of the way through another book, if not finished another book. And so this is just an emoji reading on the floor, which was fitting. And then I finished the movie Groundhog Day. We had started the movie on Groundhog Day, and then I ended up falling asleep. So this was just us finishing it off. And that TV is, or that emoji watching TV is also from Coffee Monsters Co. So then I moved on to Wednesday, and Wednesday I started off with more reading. That reading, like, open book sticker is from Exo Mama Plans. I used a lot of her stickers because she has a very vibrant red in her kit, or in her, like, colorway, and I really liked pulling in the red from, like, the bottom washi and the glitter headers, and kind of accenting that. Then I had work again, and it was just a really busy day, so I used this kind of like worried or stressed out kind of looking emoji to mark that down. Then I just did a little bit of pre-planning, and then I used a planner sticker from Paperbow Prints to mark that down. And then we played some more Stardew Valley, and then that was really all I had to mark. And the Stardew Valley I marked with a laptop sticker from Piper Paper Company, and then I had used the Lazy Day sticker from the kit, just layered over some washi just to kind of take up the rest of the space, because we didn't do anything else. It was a busy day at work, and then I wanted to come home and do nothing, basically. So then moving on to Thursday I had to pack up for my trip, tidy up the house, that kind of thing. So I did a little checklist, and then that suitcase sticker that I'm going to end up using is from Zona Paperie, and I'm not actually sure if she's still open or not. I'll have to look at it again, because I feel like the last time I tried to tag her on Instagram, she didn't pop up as an option, so I don't know if she's closed or if she changed her name. But anyways, she also has a lot of vibrant red stickers, so I used a couple more of her stickers later on in the week. Or I guess just one other sticker later on in the week. Then I had work marked it the same way as I have been, and then I marked going to Jimmy John's after work, because we were going to, my fiance always has choir on Thursday nights, and so even though I was off on Friday, but then we had to leave, my flight was at 6 a.m. or something like that, and so we had to go, basically jetted over to his choir on Thursday night, so and then we just kind of waited, we meaning my dog and I, just kind of waited for him in the parking lot while he was at choir, and so just so then we didn't have to make 2 trips or do a bunch of extra driving, because his choir is quite far away. But the Jimmy John sticker is from the sticker party, and then I used just some stickers from the kit to mark down our road trip over And then to mark his choir, I used I think it's Libby & Co. music note. And then while he was at choir, we just read in the car. And so that book is from The Littlest Planner. And I'll just keep going on to Friday, even though I'm still a little behind. But on Friday, I flew out super early, so I used the full box that said currently on it, and then I just ended up writing it in that space, just because I had a lot of little things to mark. I did some sightseeing that day before the conference started, because there wasn't anything planned until like 7 o'clock at night. So that airplane is from Zona Paperie, and then the pepper sticker I used to mark my lunch is from Jalen Paper Co. I went to like the Old Town, Albuquerque, which was recommended to me, and it was really cool just to kind of walk around, and like they have an old church there. They have lots of little shops, and some of them are very touristy, some of them are are really cool. And so it was just a lot of fun just kind of walking around and shopping and eating lunch and everything. So I had lunch at the Church Street Cafe, which was delicious. And then I used an emoji with shopping bags to mark down that I went to Old Town. And then I went to the Albuquerque Museum. And so I used this emoji with like an art palette or painting palette. It was really cool. They had an exhibit, like a traveling exhibit on Jim Henson and like the Muppets and, Sesame Street and all of that. And that was just really fascinating. I really want to watch, because I've never really watched a lot of the Muppets. And so that'd be something that I'd be interested in kind of going back and rewatching. And then I didn't have a ton of time. It was just basically I had a couple hours to kill. And so I was kind of rushing through the museum at the end because I spent so long in that one exhibit. But it was very interesting. So then I just marked down with a little thing that we had registration. And then with a little sticky note from the kit, I put down that we had like a trivia challenge, kind of like a team building, get to know each other activity, and our team won. I will say that. I have a lot of trivia knowledge, and it was very, very fun. And then afterwards we went to this like Irish bar or English pub called the Two Fools, and so I used this little like Bangers Mash sticker from Hazel Sticker to mark that down. And because that was what I had, and it was delicious. So then on Saturday, I just marked down that we had the conference all day with a sticky note and then an emoji holding a pen. And then after, we had like a little bit of a break in the conference. So we went to this area called Green Jeans, and we had, there was like a brewery and a lot of different restaurants there. And then there was like a place that had like nitrogen ice cream. And so we had ice cream and beer and just kind of hung out. So I marked that down with an ice cream cone from, I believe that's from Stationery Wonderland. And then we had our banquet after that. And so I used a wine sticker from Paperville Prints to mark down that we had our banquet. And then after that, we did like a quick little like grocery store, liquor store run. And so that car is from the kit. And then we just kind of like hung out in one of my friend's rooms and just kind of chit-chatted and, had some like wine and beer and just kind of like hung out. I'm like at the point where, since I'm an alumni of my fraternity, I don't think I mentioned that. This was for my fraternity. It's like, I don't want to go out to like, I don't want to go out and drink and all that stuff. I'm like, I just kind of want to like hang out and then like be able to go to my hotel room as soon as I get tired, basically. So anyways, so then on to Sunday, just marked down checking out with a little thing. And then we had our formal meeting, kind of like the business session, where we voted on everything. And that little like notepad sticker is from Planneresque. Then afterwards we went to Buca de Beppo for dinner. Or for lunch, and that was fun just because it's a family style meal, but everyone was having to leave for the airport, so people were kind of having to get out of there. And then we just had drinks at the hotel. The spaghetti sticker is from Hazel Sticker, and then the drinks sticker is from the Sticker Party. Marked down flying home with an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then at the airport, like I had a layover somewhere in Texas, and they had like the Salt Lake barbecue, which is was delicious. I had some of their nachos, but I marked that with a Happy Dia little like panda sticker. So anyways, that was my week. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will just catch you in my next video. Bye now.